Welcome to Under the Sun podcast. I'm Ilea.
And I'm Irene. Grab a cup of coffee and your comfiest sweats and join us every Monday as two best friends discuss everything from raising free-range gremlins to business and really everything under the sun.
Let's get started, and thanks for being here.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is a different kind of episode because we don't have any video because we just want to get things done and have progress over perfection. We are in my niece's half unpacked bedroom. So we've got a lot of life happening. We're running businesses and moving homes and building farms.
Having bones ripped out.
Oh, yeah. You want to give that update?
Yeah. So we're sitting in my kiddo's bedroom right now because we just moved, as you guys have known. It's been like a month, but still.
Has it been a month?
We bought the house a month ago, but we've only been living here about 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
And, just unpacking in general is slow, but then you had a kid and like a homestead on top of it. Mm-hmm. It's been a lot. And also I've had a ear infection that I wasn't quite sure if it was a tooth infection. So long story short, I've had a broken tooth for a while, ended up needing to get it pulled. I'm going to get a bridge because I didn't want a root canal. Anyways, that doesn't matter.
We should go into that though. We should do a little blurb. Stay till the end of the podcast if we have time today, because I also have to get to work. I have hair clients. But
yeah, she has to be at work in 20 minutes.
If not, we can do a long tangent. We should do a whole podcast. Maybe we'll make it a whole podcast on like safer alternatives for teeth.
Yeah. Okay.
So never mind. Idea. Come back later.
Come back later. We'll do an episode on teeth and why I refused to get a root canal, even though the dentist was very adamant. Anyways. So yeah, life is happening. She has to go to work in 20 minutes, and so we're just doing the best we can with what we have, which we encourage you to do that as well this week. Just do the next right thing and just do the best you can.
Even if it doesn't even have to be the full project, or you don't have to clean your full house. Just get a few things to kind of get your mojo going.
For sure. Like this morning, Irene dropped off her kids this morning, and I was like, okay, they're going to be here in like 10 minutes. I'm going to take the next 10 minutes to do the dishes. And I actually ended up finishing all the dishes, which rarely happen. My dishes are never, ever done at the same time. Yeah. But like, I just needed a short window so that I wasn't overwhelmed by the task, which I know was like first world problems, but like.
But it's a big thing.
When your house is complete chaos like mine is. Actually, this is like kind of clean chaos compared to what it has been, but.
I mean, we've been in our condo for 2.5 years now, maybe a little bit longer than that. We're perfectly moved in, but it's a miracle if my dishes are ever done.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Because it's, oh, man.
Again, we don't have a dishwasher, first world problem, but also.
Hey, we don't have a dishwasher either.
It's hard.
Actually, our house came with a dishwasher, but you have to hook it up manually to this. It's on wheels. And you have to plug it into the sink to get it to work. And I'm like, I would rather just wash it by hand than to manually hook that up all the time.
Yeah.
So anyways.
How clean is it getting it if there's not like that much water pressure?
Well, and I have Dave as a husband, and he basically wants the dishes completely clean before you put them in the dishwasher. So I'm like, why even put them in the dishwasher at all?
That's funny because Jake and I both hate dishes. So our dishes just sit there because neither of us want to do them. But he will, after dinner, go and like rinse off the plates so squeaky clean that they're just clean. And I'm like, why don't you just put soap and finish it? He's like, I just want to rinse them off so when I wash them later, it's easier. I'm like, but it's clean, just like wash the germs off. So it's interesting. They just kind of sit there squeaky clean in the sink until I go dump like chocolate milk over it, and I'm like, well, I'll get that next week, see ya.
See, that's how I operate.
So those guys are funny.
Yeah, I just pile things up until I can't use the sink anymore, and then Dave's like, what is this chaos? Husbands are great. Also, how much did you guys love last week's podcast? It's my favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I laughed so hard. I still have so many shorts to make from it. I've just been dealing with a tooth infection and ear infection. So good times. We'll show you. Actually, that'll be a whole episode on how I heal myself naturally.
Yeah, that'll be great. We also want to do a question and answer. So we'll if you're not following us on Instagram, head over there and we'll post a Q&A. I might even do like a main feed post. And say like, hey, ask your questions here. That way they don't go away after the story's gone. So if you want to ask our husbands anything about labor, children, marriage,
or just us in general,
life, or us, but we'll post that in the feed. But today we're talking about, what are we talking about?
We're talking about 6 things you can do right now in this moment to improve your sleep this week.
Because sleep is hard.
It's hard. I mean, first step, don't have kids. I'm just kidding. Kids are so wonderful. Yeah. But they're, that's a side that you can't really control on the database, but there are decisions you can make that can help improve your sleep.
There's a million and one memes about how hard it is to put kids to sleep of any age. And I've asked clients in the chair, I'm like, so at what age did bedtime stop being a fight? And they're like, we'll let you know when that becomes a thing. And their kids are like 17. I'm like, oh, great. But at least when you finally do get to sleep, right, you can get some sleep.
Yeah. Yes.
Get good sleep when you can sleep, I should say.
Yeah. I'm honestly, like, these are just things that, like, we do when we can.
Yes.
Because, like, I would not say that every night I follow these rules, but I would say, it's like the 80-20 rule with your diet. 80% of the time you eat the best you can. 20% of the time you have some Culvers. Like, guys, come on. Life's about moderation. Yep. Enjoy your life.
You also want to, like, not be so rigid that you hate life, so.
Exactly. So these are our 6 things. My in no particular order. My first one is turn on or schedule your night shift on your phone to be the red light filter. I might post it on Instagram how to do it because a lot of people don't. Little screen recording. So I'll do a little screen recording on how to do that. So visit our Instagram for that. But that helps a whole heck of a lot because it's not like bombarding your eyes with blue light. It's actually like the red amber light, that the color filter, and you also do your night shift, which makes it even warmer and makes it.
That's something I need to do. I had it for a while, but then I realized I was editing photos at night before I fell asleep, and I'm like, why does this look so weird? Oh, the orange filter's on. Yeah. So I need to reschedule mine to turn back on.
So mine turns on at 8 p.m. on both my laptop and my computer.
Oh,
so
I forgot.
I'm sorry, laptop and my phone.
One too, because I think I knew it was on the computer, but forgot all about it.
Yeah, but be careful if you're a photographer like I am and you're editing photos and the setting's like, why does everything look so warm? And it's like, oh. So, yeah.
One of my things is magnesium, either in a supplement or a spray form. I do both, just depending on, honestly, which one is closer to my vicinity when I remember to take it. But I get freshly encapsulated magnesium complex from a local pharmacy. And it's all clean ingredients, so I trust it. Actually, one time I went to pick it up, and it was so freshly compounded that the capsules were kind of warm. And I was like, oh, this is nice that it's nice, fresh, and hasn't been sitting on a shelf for a million years. But at the same pharmacy, I also buy a magnesium spray, which as a bonus tip, it helps if, like, the kids are having growing pains or muscle cramps or anything, or, like, stomach aches. We'll just spray it on them, rub it in.
Menstrual cramps, too, is really good.
Menstrual cramps are good. Restless leg. Sometimes I attack my husband's legs with the spray.
I mean, everybody's basically magnesium deficient. So, like, just
go for it.
Go for it. Go to town.
I'll link the magnesium spray that I use. The magnesium supplements are local, but
just do your own research on
just
that.
Look up which types are going to be better for you in sleep.
Maybe if I'm feeling ambitious, I'll make a graphic on the different type of magnesiums,
because
or
I
just share somebody.
I've been taking magnesium for a decade, and I literally forget every time. I'm like, well, I need to poop. Which one is it? Crap, and then I have to go Google it every time.
Oxide. Yep.
I need a magnesium for my memory.
Yeah. So there's lots of great benefits from magnesium, but there's lots of you know what we need to start doing? We need to do highlights. We need to save our highlights, like supplements, things that, like, even if they're other people's content, just so that we can help share the information that is best for our listeners.
Yeah, that'd be great.
My next one would be lower the temperature in your room to, like, 69 degrees, 68. Like, you want to be cold. My kid, right now, the home we moved into does not have AC, so she does not sleep in her crib the way she used to sleep in the crib at the last house where it was really cold. We're supposed to be on the ground and kind of cold, and we're supposed to be, covered with some type of animal skin hide. So drop the temperature in your room, and that makes the world of difference.
On a side tangent that we don't have time for, but I was at an antique sale the other day, and they had a fur and leather coat in the closet. I should have texted you because I texted my husband and I was like, please talk me out of spending $50 on a genuine leather fur coat. And he said, you don't need it. I mean, I would have felt like Moira, but like I would have done it.
I'm positively bedeviled with meetings, etc.
But
yeah, if you don't watch Schitt's Creek, then you probably
have to.
You have to. It takes a while to get into, like to get there. To get there,
it's like any that odd humor. You just have to keep going.
Office. You got to just get through it.
Yep.
But they lost me in the last couple of seasons.
That's true. Me too. But the beginning was great.
For sure.
My next one is, for the first, I'd say probably 6 to 8 months of our marriage, I literally slept with an eye mask and earplugs. And every once in a while, I bring them back out. But my husband can't sleep in silence, and he likes to watch TV. And apparently in my sleep, I'll grumble at him that it's still too loud. And he's like, it's on too. I can't hear it. But I literally earplugs in an eye mask. But if you don't have someone who needs to watch TV loudly, but you have littles on that are scared of the dark, or you need night lights, an eye mask helps. I have one. It has like a bubbled bridge on the nose, and it has like a pop out almost for the eye, so it doesesn't smush your eyelashes. It's the best.
Nice. Well, Jacob and I are obviously siblings. Like,
Yeah.
I know you know because we're
I
related because of your
married you. I married him.
But our listeners, so we were like raised where there was just always, which is nothing. There's nothing wrong with
I
it.
was too, though. I would sleep in the
Really?
living room with all of my siblings watching TV. And then I think the problem is not the problem. I went to college and then I lived alone for a year before I moved out here in my apartment. And I'm like, oh, quiet is nice.
Yeah.
And I accidentally got used to it. But we would have the large family living room. Nobody slept in their bed nights too.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know what flipped.
Well, I used to be that way, like Jake too. I was like, I needed something to be in the background, but like, I would like listen to it through my sleep, basically. Like I could tell you what happened in the show, and Dave actually when we moved to this medium-term rental, we had no TV in the room, and I just got used to it, and now we have no TV in our room.
Nice.
And it's really nice,
Yeah.
and it's pretty much pitch black.
They say that's better for your
Circadian rhythm for sure.
circadian rhythm, but also like the long-term health of your marriage,
Oh yeah,
to just not have a TV in your room.
yeah.
Because then you're not, like, you can actually go to bed communicating with this person you married versus
Scrolling on your phone or
scrolling
watching
on
TV.
your phone, yeah. But then also we've been binge watching alone. So I feel like we're bonding pretty well on, like, as we're in our nice warm bed, like, we could definitely do that. I would have already hunted that squirrel. Or why is she missing? Or why are they complaining that it's cold? Meanwhile, I've got, like, a bowl of ice cream in my comforter. So
That's awesome.
it's good bonding, too.
Oh,
Pros and
that's
cons.
good. Yeah, there's pros
But
and cons. Balance
Also, get
too.
rid of the TV in your room.
Have just healthy boundaries with like, hey, like let's not turn the TV on, or if you're
Yeah.
feeling like neglected in your
Yeah.
marriage, just be like, hey, like I need a night where we just look at each other's eyeballs and
Yeah.
and have like joke about
Yeah.
inside jokes or something.
Most likely look at pictures of your kids, but it's fine.
Seriously, oh my gosh, that is so real.
I know.
So this is my last one, but I know it sounds ridiculous, but I had a holistic practitioner tell me this once when I was actually at my lowest health-wise, and it was no screens after 8 p.m. And that was really hard because at that time we weren't going to bed till like 1 o'clock every night. I was like, well, we're up like watching TV, and that's like the one downtime we get to like decompress. Now I found moderation in this. Like I had to like set boundaries with myself and say like, okay, half of the week I'm going to have no phones at 8, and then half of the week I'm going to wear amber glasses, blue blocking glasses.
Okay.
Because I also work on a computer and I have to edit things and do all these things.
And you're kind of stuck right now at the timeline of your child's sleep schedule. So
yeah. So, and I'm not much of a morning person. I'm trying to correct it to where like I'll go to bed when she goes to bed at 8:30 or 9. If that's
impressive. Yeah.
Well, I haven't done it yet. I'm saying I want to. I'm gonna try to correct it where I go to bed with her and then wake up at like 5 and have that like 3 hours in the morning. It's all about balance. So we're again just doing our best. But amber glasses are really great to block the blue light, and you get used to them.
Yeah. I kind of like them too. It just, I don't know, it makes my eyes hurt less. But my last one is some sort of sound machine or a fan. Because if the TV's going, I have like FOMO and I want to listen. And if he's watching like Star Trek or Stargate, as soon as the laser beams and guns go off, I'm like, what's happening? So, but a sound machine, if it's just like basic white noise or a fan, I know most of these are common knowledge, but it's nice to have a refresher every once in a while.
Well, everyone told me before I had Leo, they're like, you have to get a sound machine. You have to get a sound machine. And I was like, I don't want my kid to be dependent on sleep with a sound machine.
Yeah.
But then I realized it's not about becoming dependent on the sound machine. It's about drowning out the noise that's happening around the house. So like
I did the same. I didn't have a sound machine, I think, at all with my first kid. But once the second kid came about, it's like she's not sleeping because I have an active toddler who doesn't want to be quiet. So sound machine it is.
Yeah, and she's not dependent on it. She's asleep right now downstairs with Irene's husband and my brother. So like she's great at falling asleep other places. It's just when like I need a vacuum next to her bedroom, and she's like, "What's going on out there?" She pulls an Irene, and she's like, "What's happening? What's happening?"
Party time, dance time, great.
Yeah, but we're grateful that you guys are here and listening, and thank you for the flexibility on not having a video this week. But
and let us know if you like these shorter episodes. Sometimes we plan on doing 20-minute episodes, and then we accidentally talk for an hour, which we love doing. But if you like these little mini episodes too, we can sprinkle some in on. I've had people ask about which, like, I just want to get some supplements. What do I start with? I'm like, that'd be a good little quick mini one of like our top 5. So if you like these, a thumbs up or comment, or wherever we end up posting this, just let us know what you think, or if you have any questions you want us to answer. We love doing it. We love answering questions.
For sure. Someday we will get to posting like 2 days a week,
Yeah,
maybe 3 days a week.
that'd be fun.
Maybe like 2 long episodes and a short, or vice versa.
The day we park our RV on her property and never leave again.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We're grateful that you're here, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Thanks for being with us today. Follow us on Instagram at _underthe_podcast. We'd love to meet you. Please help us out by subscribing on YouTube and leaving a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We'll see you next time. Please remember this information is made available to you for informational and educational purposes only. It is in no way a substitute for medical advice.